With National Security Council shakeup, Steve Bannon gets a seat at the table. President Trump has reorganized the National Security Council by elevating his chief strategist Steve Bannon and demoting the Director of National Intelligence and the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Now, Bannon will join the NSC's Principals Committee, the top interagency group for discussing national security. The National Security Council is the staff inside the White House that coordinates decision-making by the president on such matters, in coordination with outside departments including the State Department and the Pentagon. It's an unusual decision, NPR's Mara Liasson reported. David Axelrod, for instance, who had a similar job as Bannon in the Obama administration, never sat in on principals meetings, she added. When such figures seen as part of the political wing of the White House have participated in broader National Security Council meetings, it sparked sharp criticism from the national security establishment. Former White House Chief of Staff Josh Bolten said last year that President George W. Bush instructed his top political advisor, Karl Rove, never to appear at a National Security Council meeting. It wasn't that Bush didn't value Rove's counsel, Bolten said, clearly he did. But the president also knew that the signal he wanted to send to the rest of his administration, the signal he wanted to send to the public, and the signal he especially wanted to send to the military is that the decisions I'm making that involve life and death for the people in uniform will not be tainted by any political decisions, Bolten remembered. Before joining Donald Trump's inner circle during the 2016 campaign, Bannon was the head of Breitbart News, a far-right media outlet that has promoted conspiracy theories and is a platform for the alt-right movement, which espouses white nationalism. Bannon was extremely influential during the first week of the administration. He is said to be part of a small group inside the White House driving the flurry of executive actions this week, Mara Liasson has reported. Some of those orders have provoked criticism that Bannon and other administration officials are not coordinating with other agencies on major policy changes, Mara says, such as the chaos in detentions at airports following Trump's executive order on immigration. The NSC Principals Committee is defined as the cabinet-level senior interagency forum for considering policy issues that affect the national security interests of the United States. It's chaired either by National Security Advisor Michael Flynn or Homeland Security Advisor Tom Bossert, and now includes the Secretaries of State, Defense and the Treasury, plus the Attorney General, White House Chief of Staff and the President's Chief Strategist, which is Bannon's position. On the other hand, the Director of National Intelligence and the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff will now attend Principals Committee's meetings only when issues pertaining to their responsibilities and expertise are to be discussed, according to the presidential memorandum issued on Saturday.